Alright, so I'm gonna be building the entertainment center, the living room, cause I went around to buy some and they're pretty expensive, and they're particle board and they're just cheap stuff that I don't really wanna mess with, so I'm gonna build one out of plywood, with a finished top, kinda cheat the top a little bit. I brought a pre-finished top, but trying to find one that actually fits in the space that I'm trying to build. I wanted something that makes sense. As you guys can see here, I make one of the biggest mistakes of this whole project. I go to cut my finished top length, and I don't have room on my table saw to make a decent cut, so I use my skill saw in a straight line. And for some reason, I don't know where my head was at this day, but I made the cut, forgot to sport the drop edge, and of course, as I get near the edge, it breaks from the weight of the unsuspended end. It takes a chunk out of my finished side. So I take it over, cut it on the table saw, put some glue on it, put the patch in. It wasn't a real big chunk, but it was enough to be very frustrating. So I just glued it back on, put a clamp on it, and we'll let her set up, and it should take care of it. It should finish up nice. I'll show more detail later. So got the top all cut, ready to go. It's a pre-bought piece, 16-inch wide. I like to go that route. It saves a lot of time, rather than just kind of doing a finished, glue up on your own, which look nice, but they take a lot of time, a lot of clamps. You have the right space set up, which I don't have just yet. So I like to buy the pre-bought stuff because it's already sanded, it's flat, smooth, ready to go. And then I always like to put a routed edge on these when I do my tops for tables and dressers and cabinets and stuff. I think it just looks nicer. So this will actually be the bottom side of the top. So this will kind of be down rather than up, which a lot of people like to put these on top, which I like to flip them over. Gives it a little bit, cleaner look, I think, and then you have a nice smooth top. So I like to just give a little bit of a lip here. Not a whole lot, but just enough to get a little character to it. So, but this is a corner here that I had chunk out when I was cutting it. So I cut the piece, I put it back in, put some wood glue on it. See if I can get it to focus here, give you a better view here of it. Right there. So just glued it in, put some clamps on it, one clamp, let it set overnight, which a couple hours probably be okay. But I knew I was going to be routering this edge, so I wanted to make sure that this whole chunk, because it chunked all the way down through here, so I wanted to make sure that I had a good solid glue on it before, because I don't want that piece coming back out. So, and again, this will be the bottom side, but it'll be the front edge over here, so I wanted to make sure I had it glued up good. I'll sand that up really good and you won't even be able to tell it's there. So, but yeah, so when I got the faceplate all built, all set up, now when you do these, you want to you can nail them on, you can glue them on. There's a lot of ways you can do it. It's whatever you're comfortable with. I don't like wood filler or holes where the nail heads are. Even if you stain it, they show. So I like to I guess glue it on, but usually when you glue them on, you want to leave the back off. So you see here is I picked up a little trick for putting faceplates on. You take a couple nails, put them in the corners, and you trim the heads off, and you use those to help kind of line them up and keep the faceplates from sliding around when they're clamping down. It just kind of keeps them in place. It's a pretty handy little trick. So I got the face frame all on. I'm putting the top on right now. Got my pocket holes drilled up here. I kind of botched this one up a little bit, but I'll fill that in with the dowel and stuff, and kind of fill all these in. You won't really notice them as much if I decide to do that. I'm not sure if I will or not, because I said that's not going to bug me too much. This is just a personal one for myself. Yeah, I put a backer strip in to help support the top. I got all these set to go, so these were kind of tough to get to. So here's the finished product. Everything's complete. I still got to build some doors for the front to kind of finish it, and I'm gonna probably build those myself instead of buy. You can build or buy, but I'm gonna probably try my luck out at building them. I've never done them, so something I've always wanted to try. But hopefully you guys liked it. You got any questions or about how I did anything or how anything was done, or you want to see something more in depth or in detail, just leave a comment, and I'll respond to it. Maybe try to post some more in-depth videos on how I did certain things. But thanks for watching.